Alright, let's talk about Haramain's portfolio series, Neroli Canvas. Now, this one in particular is a clone to Tom Ford's Neroli Portofino, which is the only Tom Ford cologne that I've actually enjoyed so far. I tried about 8 of them, and Neroli Portofino was the only one I liked. Now, this one is said to be a much stronger version of Neroli Portofino. Now, this one focuses a little bit more on the citrusy notes. My only issue with Neroli Portofino is that the Neroli is a little bit too strong after about 1 hour. And what ends up happening with Neroli Portofino is that it ends up smelling like an old lady. The first hour is excellent for Neroli Portofino, so I'm hoping that this one is basically that but doing a better job. So let's see what we get. We got a nice box on the outside, nothing on the back, just says Neroli Canvas and tells you the batch number. This one's mine. Cologne out. Very high quality faux leather. So we have a very high quality plaque here of Haramain with the portfolio logo right there on the front. Huge P for portfolio. This is magnetic, black chrome finish on the front and the sides, and then a chrome mirror-like finish on the front with the Haramain logo. Let's open this up. Very high quality already. This is typically what you expect out of $200+ colognes, and I only paid $58, $57 for this bottle. So very high quality. A little bit of scuffing on the back, but overall, as long as the cologne is untouched, that's all that matters. So let's see, how do we get this open? I do like this little badging here. It reminds me of Montal a little bit. Let me clean this up now. Oh my gosh, dude. Unfortunately, as you guys can see, my carrying bag was a little bit messy. Not a little bit, not even a little bit. This thing was like torn to shreds. I'm not sure why. I gotta keep it honest for the review, but that's not what matters to me. What matters is the cologne itself. Alright, let's check it out. On the front we just have Haramain portfolio, and then in the scent on the bottom, this one's Neroli Canvas, and the Haramain logo on the top. Not a magnetic cap. I would have liked to see that. It doesn't feel like it takes much force to open, but seems... There we go. I was trying to see how much force it would take to get it open. So you can pretty much carry it, no problem, but I wouldn't recommend flailing it around or anything. Like, be careful with it. You can still pick it up, but I would say it's probably safest to hold it from the bottom. But I can definitely hold it like this, no problem. It's just when I start flailing it around, that's when it'll do that. Atomizer is already in the correct position. First time I've seen that. Let's give it a try. Not pressurized. Identical to Neroli Portofino. So the thing I like about Neroli Portofino, I typically don't like these niche scents. I think they're a bit off smelling. This one in particular, it's citrusy, it's slightly floral, and it's very fresh. So it's a very refreshing scent overall. Yeah, right now it's just straight citrusy floral. That combination makes it smell fresh. Very much a unisex fragrance. I would say maybe it leans just a hint towards masculine, but the reason it's unisex is because while the citrus makes it lean a little bit towards masculine, the Neroli gives it a slight feminine touch. Part of the issue with a lot of these niche fragrances is that they don't have staying power anymore. They used to when they first dropped the first batches, but they've become so reformulated and watered down that a lot of them just don't compete anymore. I put on Neroli Portofino. Within an hour, the scent was already down to my skin. Had zero projection after that. This one, I can literally smell, like my arm is probably 2 feet, 3 feet away from my face right now, and it's super strong. The entire room smells like Neroli Portofino just from those couple sprays I put. It's basically like you took Neroli Portofino and just gave it a slightly more masculine twist. But overall, you kept the same exact DNA. Very high quality scent overall. It smells really nice. I'd give it like an 8.3 or an 8.2 out of 10. So I've had Neroli Canvas on me for the past 10 hours. Overall, the opening is very nice, very refreshing. However, it's very overpowering. One thing about Tom Ford's Neroli Portofino is that it's very mellow. But because of that, it ends up only lasting about 1 to 2 hours before it fades down to a very floral scent that almost smells like a grandma to me. But the opening is what makes that cologne special. This one takes that opening, dials it up to 11, and keeps that energy for like 4 hours straight, 5 hours straight before it starts to die down. And even when it dies down, it's still very strong. Again, it's been on me for 10 hours now, and it's still projecting slightly. When you first spray this cologne on your wrist, it has extreme projection. I would even call this nuclear projection. Like, it's just straight lemony lime citrus with a little bit of floral in there, and then a hint of spiciness. It's very refreshing. I mean, you can't go wrong with this one. 8 out of 10 cologne that smells niche, refreshing, citrusy, spicy, fresh, and floral, while still leaning towards masculine, and projects further and lasts longer than Tom Ford's Neroli Portofino. I'll leave a link to the description. You can typically find it for $56 to $60 online, which is like 5 times less than Tom Ford's Neroli Portofino, and this one lasts longer and projects further. Haramain's Portfolio Neroli Canvas.